What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So I'm going to try to get a really quick video in today. I'm going to be talking about traveling between states with a firearm. So let's get into it. Now, every year, my family, we like to go out to Vermont. This time of year, we like to go out to Vermont, and we like to go to an apple orchard. We take our kids out there. It's a kind of a fun event that we get to go out there. The kids get to pick a bunch of apples, drink some cider. And it's a fun event we've been doing for the last couple of years. But in order to get out to Vermont, I need to get through Massachusetts. All right, I need to get through Massachusetts. And Vermont is a right to carry state, so you can carry all day long if you want. If you're out of state resident, in state resident, it does not matter. You are authorized to carry a firearm on your body. Whereas Massachusetts, you need a permit to carry. You have to have a permit to carry. Now, I live in Connecticut, like I said, and I'm surrounded by anti-gun states. I'm really surrounded by anti-gun states. I got Massachusetts and I got New York. All right, and I get anywhere else, I got to get through those states. And when you get through those states, you need a permit. All right, so basically, what happens is when I get out, I don't let one of my kids. I have three. I'm married and I have three kids. All right, I protect my family 100%. It's our responsibility as parents to protect our family, protect our children. All right, the world isn't as safe as people think it is. So I prefer carrying all the time. If I can legally carry a firearm, I legally carry a firearm, and that's key. You have to be able to legally carry a firearm. Now, a lot of you be like, "Oh, we have a Second Amendment right." You're absolutely right. We do have a Second Amendment right, but where it is right now, there are also state laws, and you have to follow those state laws. And every state is a little bit different. Now, in my area, some other states don't recognize other states' permits. They just don't, because they don't have a deal. They want you to go to their state and pay their state in order to carry a firearm. Whereas other states, they recognize other state permits just because they have a deal, and that's just how they roll. But out here in New England, everybody wants a little piece of the pie. Hold on. The sun coming out here again. All right. So when I go up to Vermont, when I get up to Vermont, I am carrying. By the time I get up to Vermont, I carry a firearm. But like I said, I have to get through Massachusetts. Now, there's a couple things that you have to do. One, you have to look up that state that you're traveling through. They might have very specific laws when it comes to transporting firearms. You have to look up that state. Like New York, for example, you can transport a locked up, unloaded firearm through the state, but you cannot stop for the state overnight. You can stop for gas and food, and that's it. That's all you're allowed to do. You cannot stop. You cannot stay overnight. So every state has their own little things that they throw in there. Now, for me, in order to get through Massachusetts, like when I've gone out to Sig Sauer Academy, when I go out to New Hampshire, when I go out to Vermont, I go out to Maine, or whatever it is, I have to travel through Massachusetts. Now, Massachusetts basically says that you have to have their CHL if you want to carry a firearm. There's also 10-round magazine laws, go figure. They also have some weird trigger laws, which I'm not going to get into it because it's a little complex. But anyway, so in order to get to Vermont, what I do every single time, there's two things that people do. One, you can go out and anyone can do this. You can go out to like a Walmart, go out somewhere, wherever you want to go, and there's like these little like safes, little safes, so you can fit a pistol in them. Little safes, lock safes, and stuff like that. So you can absolutely grab that. You can go out, pick one of those up, lock your fire up in it. Now, I also recommend you actually somehow manage to get it stuck on the vehicle, whether it's chains or bolts or whatever, attach it to the vehicle so it can't go walking off, right? Even if it has a key or not, so it can't go walking off if someone decides to see it. So you want to have it bolted to your vehicle if possible, or change the vehicle if possible. Now, another thing you could do, but you got to check out the states they're going through, is you could take the actual box that the gun comes in, all right, the actual box that the gun comes with, and you could actually lock it up. You actually put locks around the actual grip so it cannot open, so throughout the handles. So some boxes allow you to do it, different guns are different boxes, but they actually have locks on some of the boxes, so you could actually lock up your firearm in the box. Now, what you usually have to do if you have to travel through a state like that, you have that box, you lock your firearm in that box. It cannot be loaded, and the ammo usually has to be separated from the firearm. Like, I'll throw my magazines in the glove box. There's nothing illegal about that. And then I'll throw the unloaded pistol out in the actual box, and I'll have it locked up in the trunk of the vehicle, because I cannot access it because it's in the trunk of the vehicle. There's two levels of security. They want it where you can't reach it and where it's locked up. So that's what they want. A lot of states want. So that's what I usually do. It sucks, but I put it in the trunk, I lock it up in the box, and I cannot get to it. The ammunition is separated from it, and then I travel through the state, I obey all safety law, or I obey all laws. I'm a safe driver. And then when I get to the location where I can carry a firearm, like Vermont, for example, for me, I pull over, I pull it out, I load it up, and I put it back on my hip. All right, there's nothing wrong with carrying a holster through a state, right? You can wear a holster all day long as long as it doesn't have a loaded gun in it, right? So if you're going through states, step one, always check the state laws that you're going to be going through, because every state may be quirky laws. Step two, have some sort of box or a lock, okay? If the actual box the gun comes with has lock in it, awesome. If not, you have to go out to get like a little box safe, all right? And it's a good idea to secure it to your vehicle somehow. If you're going to be staying in your vehicle, I'd recommend securing it. If you're going to be taking it in and out, just lock it up the best you can, and when you get back home, take it back and bring it on the inside. Anyway, guys, that's how you travel between state lines with a firearm if you do not have a permit to carry. Now, the other option that's out there is I could actually pay a ton of money and go to different states and get background checks, and probably pay about $1,000 to get all the states around me permits, just so I can actually go between the states and, carry. And that, even then, it doesn't guarantee that they'll authorize an out-of-state citizen to get a permit. So for when it comes to me, if I want to get to a pro-gun state like Vermont, New Hampshire, or Maine, I just lock it up, remove the ammunition, source the ammunition, lock it up, put it in the trunk, travel through the state, stop as minimal as possible. If I gotta get gas or food, go to the state that I can carry, pull it out, and put it back on my hip, loaded and ready to go. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me. And remember, guys, it is our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.